Hello friends, welcome to Gardening with Creekside. I am Jenny and we are back here at the nursery for our weekly nursery update. Lots of fun things happening this middle of October. Lots of gorgeous plants, so come on, I can't wait to show them to you. Right behind me we have a couple of Limelight hydrangea trees, or you'll hear them talk about a standard form of a hydrangea. This is a standard form of hydrangea. It is a regular Limelight hydrangea that has been pruned over the years to form a tree. These are fantastic for folks who are looking to have an accent piece, perhaps in the middle of a flower bed, perhaps on the corner of their house, but they don't want something that's going to get really huge and massive. These will max out in that 8 to 10 foot range in height. Of course, you get that gorgeous classic Limelight bloom on it. They'll start blooming end of June into July. Big, huge, gorgeous white panicle blooms. And if you kind of give it a little soft prune end of July, then you get another flush of blooms in the fall like we have here. So these are 15 gallons. We've already sold a bunch of these for folks, but this is a great option if you're looking to have, like I said, something maybe on the corner of your house or in the middle of a flower bed. Lots of good options and applications for these guys. Now we have got the Encore azaleas. They are blooming yet again. So this is Autumn Twist. And Autumn Twist is really fun because, let me show you this. On the same plant, you can have different blooms on the same plant. Now I know that I'm showing you two different plants, but we have Autumn Twist in our flower bed by our driveway, and right now they are in bloom. And on the same plant I have these hot pink blooms and I have the variegated blooms all on the same plant. That's why it's called Autumn Twist. Remember, Encore azaleas will bloom 3 times a year: spring, summer, and then in fall. So that's why they're all, the first names are autumns on there, so it helps you remember they bloom again in the fall. So those are doing well. Okay, hang on, sorry. You know, I just get so excited and so distracted. Now, remember when we did the unboxing from the Southern Living Plants, when they sent us plants to try out, and one of those was the upright gardenia? Well, we have them. Look at this beautiful one. This is the diamond spire, and you can see how it is an upright habit. It does not spread out or be low like traditional gardenias. It is definitely a columnar gardenia. Now this is not in bloom, but diamond spire will do a single bloom as opposed to a double bloom. When I say a single bloom, I just mean that the petals lay open flat. It's not like a rosebud. That's called a double bloom. But they still have that great classic gardenia scent. Southern Living sent us 2 of these, and I'm going to put these in the back patio. So when you come down the steps, there's going to be one on each side, because you know how much I love my gardenias, and these will be perfect right there. So we have them. So if you're looking for an upright gardenia, we have the diamond spire. So before I go, let me put my little stick in here. If you're curious when you're watching our nursery tours, like what are all these little white lines for? These are the irrigation lines. So we can send water and fertilizer through these. They're all on timers. They have the stakes simply just to hold them in the pot, but the water comes out of here and just drips into the pots. That way we don't have to hand water all these babies, because if we did, that would be all we would do, would be hand watering the plants. Of course, the sunshine ligustrums are in all of their glory, just that gorgeous bright yellow color to them. They're doing fantastic, very happy. But we did get a new shipment of bulbs today, so let's come on up here. And as we're walking, we did get a new order today of plants. Look at these trees. These were all special orders that we did for folks. This is October Magic Ruby. It's a camellia. Great one from Southern Living. So that, no, Greensboro red. Sorry, it's not ruby, it's Greensboro red. I was like, that does not look like the one we had. Greensboro red, beautiful. It's got buds all over it. We've got a spiral of a emerald green arborvitae going into a customer's landscape. So that's a real beautiful one. But I am loving these river birch trees. Again, this was a special order for a customer of ours. This is the Dura Heat river birch. They are absolutely stunning and gorgeous. So do not be surprised if you see a river birch appearing in our landscape soon, because oh my word. Now, you love river birches because they are that multi-trunk tree. Each one of them has 4, but also if Jerry can come over here, river birches are really cool because their bark will peel, much like crepe myrtles do. So not only do you get great foliage, but you get a lot of interest from the trunks. So love that. It's really a shame that Wicked Witch does not perform better. I mean, really, it's just an underachiever all the way around. She's gorgeous. We're gonna leave her until a freeze comes, so don't worry about that. All right, so we still have lots of bulbs available. We've got lots of daffodils, all sorts of different kinds, whether you're looking for the little petite blooms on that. We've got that. Look at this one, is fantastic. It's a double white. Is that what you call like a peony bloom? It is still a daffodil. If you need a little color in your life, look at that beauty. So pretty. These are nice, big, healthy bulbs. Tulips, tons of tulips. Of course, we have some beautiful black ones. They're actually a deep purple. Look at these. How fun would, look at those two together. Now that would be fun, wouldn't it? I love these kinds of tulips. I ordered some tulips. We're gonna have a whole video about the tulips that I ordered for us personally at the nursery and at our house. But look at that. That's it's called white parrot, but it's that little fringe tip tulip. Really fun. But what we got today is, come on over here. You know, I think I told you before that when we ordered those that they were supposed to come with racks. Well, those racks never came. Not quite sure what happened to those racks, but we did get a rack with today's order. These are all amaryllis bulbs. So we have amaryllis and some paper whites. But I'm gonna let Jerry just kind of come in here and zoom in so that you can see all the different colors and the different names. Now, remember, amaryllis are a classic flower that you see a lot at Christmas time. They are indoor. Now look at this evergreen. I have never seen a green amaryllis before. Is that not just the neatest thing ever? Again, might show up in Jenny's kitchen this year. If you're looking for a pure white, that Christmas gift is beautiful. So amaryllis, if you've got kids or grandkids, or you've never done any kind of bulb work in your life, amaryllis would be a great one to try because they are super simple to do. If you have a bright, sunny window and you have a container, you can grow an amaryllis. They get really tall. They'll do a tall stalk and then those big, huge, massive blooms. Now, this is really interesting. Those two that Jerry just showed you, they are not even in a bag, but look at the size of that bulb. That is a really nice, impressive bulb size. So they come already completely stored with all of their energy. So where we say with tulips that you need to, chill them in your refrigerator for 10 to 12 weeks, or at least a minimum of 10 weeks, amaryllis, that's all been taken care of. So you can actually take this right now and plant it, and that's all you have to do to it. I do treat mine as an annual. You can save them from year to year. For me, it's just too much work. Life's too crazy, so I treat mine as an annual, but you can certainly save them from year to year. There's just a little extra steps that you have to do. But nice, big, gorgeous ones. Take them home, plant them right now, and they will do great. Now, let's move on over here. Of course, we still have all the espoma fertilizers. If you're planting your new shrubs, perennials, and trees, we highly encourage you to use the Biotone Fertilizer. It is really important for the establishment of your roots. Big time important. Now, if you have existing perennials, trees, and shrubs that you're looking to not necessarily add fertilizer to them, but you want to amend your soil, give your plants the best optimal growing conditions, and really amend your soil, then the espoma, the land and sea compost is a great thing to do. Just yesterday on social media, I posted that there was a bag that was broken. Oh me, oh my, what to do? Well, I used it. So I went around the nursery and found hydrangeas and hostas that were in the ground. And all you do is what we call top dress. So I pulled back the pine needles, sprinkled the land and sea compost around that, kind of in a ring, and then just put the pine needles back. And that's as simple as that. So over the whole winter, that's going to break down every time it rains. All those good nutrients will kind of leach into the soil, and it will slowly feed those plants, but it's not this big shot of fertilizer. All of a sudden, you're going to get this tons of new growth. Not at all. So if you are planting or you want to amend existing soil, you can absolutely use this land and sea compost. We have it. I know a lot of folks see it and they want it, but they're unable to get it. Well, Creekside Nursery has it, so come get it. We actually had people on the way home from, I don't remember, somewhere. They were coming from somewhere going to Atlanta. So they made a special trip, detour to Creekside, picked up a couple of bags and went home with their land and sea. And then she told me the other day that everybody was getting a little envious of her because she had land and sea. So we've got it. Come get it. We also have the espoma potting mix. So if you're doing, bless Jerry. Every time we video right here, he forgets that those wind chimes are there, and he, bless him, he is trying to get the best shot. You know, he sacrifices his head getting whacked on the wind chimes. But yeah, so we have the potting mix. So when I do new containers, remember when you're switching out your summer containers going into your fall, a lot of times you need to change out your soil because they're going to be so root bound. So Christine made us a sweet little welcome sign. So it's welcoming you into all of these gorgeous mums. The yellows are just doing amazingly well. They're popping out in color. You cannot beat these purples. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. I know I keep showing you these mums, but look how massive they are. Are they not gorgeous? This is full bloom. So if you've got an event coming up, or if you're one of those, we call them the Disney-worthy gardeners, if you want instant wow, we've got instant wow. Come see us. We've got them in the purples and the yellows. We've got a couple of reds. The oranges, people have been snatching up, so we don't have any of those in full bloom. But let me come and give you an update on pansies. So remember a couple of weeks ago where we showed you about us potting up the pansies? They were baby pansies and we were potting them up. Well, here you go. They are doing great. We went ahead and brought them down. This is the lavender blue shades. They are starting to bloom. Now, are they in all their glory with massive color? No, but they are certainly well on their way. Lots of good color. So really pretty. So you can see what they are. So the ones that are the smaller ones, these are the ones that we were growing, that really pretty white. We've got those. Of course, we still have violas. We've got a beautiful purple, a deep, deep purple that is blooming. That's panola purple. The yellows, oh my goodness. We do have the orange, the matrix orange. It is not quite blooming yet. They are beautiful, healthy plants, but just don't have any blooms on them yet. So hopefully we will have those soon. I'm scanning around the nursery. I do want to give you a little update on the wheelbarrow, just because it's filling in so nicely. And this is always a good place to end. But before we get to the wheelbarrow, now, I know we've been here before, and this, yes, this lantana is kind of wild and crazy right now. My whole point in bringing you to this container, this is an aqua pot under here, by the way. When you plant your spring, even your summer plants, kind of keep in mind, not all places, but in some places, kind of throw in some colors that will bring you into fall. This was planted in late spring, early summer, but it goes beautifully with the fall season. So this is Sedona Sunset Coleus. This is all proven winners. Sedona Sunset Coleus, Vermillionaire, that the hummingbirds were still coming to when they were here, and then Lantana. This Lantana has clearly done really well here, and then there was a red caladium in here. Now if you had caladiums don't like to go below 60 degrees, so that's why this one looks pretty sad right now, is because we've had nights in the multiple nights in the 40s, which they don't really like. But this is a great fall. Yes, it's a little wild, but it is still a gorgeous fall color. So keep in mind, plant some fall colors even this spring and summer. So here we go. Here is the update on the wheelbarrow. You will notice that that plectranthus has grown together, a lot more blooms. It looks like it's practically one plant now. The the kale is getting that nice white color. Jerry can show you that gorgeous white on both of those, doing really well. Remember, on the edge, these are the trailing pansies that will trail down and go over. And then here in the center are just the traditional pansies, all in those pink, white, purple hues, doing really well. And it's just doing fantastic. So that is our nursery tour for today. As always, thank you so much for gardening with Creekside. Y'all have a fantastic day. Please make sure you like this video, subscribe to Gardening with Creekside. And as always, y'all have a blessed day. We'll see you next time. Bye, friends.